This video is sponsored by Noragon, the commercial vehicle data experts. Visit noragon.com to learn more.
The biggest question of the start of 2025 for the American trucking industry is how President Trump's new administration will affect the truck market. Tariffs and environmental regulations were major subjects of talk during his campaign, but we knew we would have to wait and see how these things would play out in practice. Now that that time has come, let's dig into what we know so far. Now, the new administration is only just getting underway and things are moving fast, so bear in mind that everything we say here is correct as of the time of recording, but things are likely to change in the future. You can't hold me accountable for not being a mind reader. Ever since the election, and even in the time leading up to it, people throughout the industry have been speculating what a Trump administration would mean for ambitious plans like California's Advanced Clean Truck and Advanced Clean Fleet regulations, and EPA's next round of greenhouse gas or GHG regulations, which are set for 2027. We got a hint of things to come a little earlier than we expected when on January 15th, days before the new administration was set to take office, CARB announced that it was withdrawing its waiver request from the EPA for advanced clean fleets, putting the rule on hold for the time being. Once the new administration did take office, they issued a regulatory freeze, putting a temporary hold on rulings like EPA GHG Phase 3 and the NOx emissions rule, both of which are set to take effect in 2027. We will have to wait till after the freeze to see what, if anything, changes with regard to those laws. As for the CARB rulings, while Advanced Clean Fleets is on hold, the Advanced Clean Trucks regulation was previously granted a waiver and remains in effect. It requires that 5% of Class 7 and 8 OEM truck sales be zero-emissions vehicles starting in 2024. Advanced Clean Fleets is the rule that was planning to require trucking companies doing business in the state to buy a certain percentage of zero-emissions vehicles. So now we have regulations in place on OEMs, but not on the buyers of trucks. Will that last? We can't say from here. Reversing the already granted waiver given to Advanced Clean Trucks is a possibility, but it could be a complicated process. The same goes for the EPA rules. It takes a lot of time to change these things, and legal fights could also be in the offing. Another matter looming over the industry is the threat of tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China, which experts say would increase prices of goods imported from those countries if implemented. That's another one in the wait-and-see category for now. It's a lot to untangle, but Fleet Equipment will be providing all the latest news on these regulations and how they affect the industry on fleetequipmentmag.com. Thanks for watching this episode of On the Road.